been exiled. And he does manage to land a Gatebreaker Ram. He could hit for 15. Unfortunately, he doesn't have haste. So that's going to land him in the short bus. Drawing a card, there's a fairy. That's absolutely perfect. My turn, we get to draw again. A second fairy, even better. That's GG's. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm TOS and you're watching Hello Good Game. Today we are playing a deck I've called Blooming Lotus. And now it's an adaptation of a deck list I've found online that is taking advantage of Lotus Field and Brought Back. Now this is a combo I immediately thought of when I seen these two cards released together. The way they released them in the previews, they're right beside each other, so they're just tempting everyone with that. I've made a couple changes to this deck. That being Finale of Revelation has been changed for 2 Cavalier of Gales. I just wanted a little extra hit in this deck because we are only using 2 Nezhal Primal Tides. So, with that being said, we have 4 brought backs. Choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped. So obviously, we're putting out 2 planes, tapping the 2 planes, sacrificing them for our Lotus Field, and then bringing those 2 planes back into the field with Brought Back, which is great. Call us Demersal or Dismissal. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, amass 1. So this is just basically a Teferi -3, and instead of drawing a card, you're getting an amass, just bouncing that creature back to their hand, or that non-land permanent could be an Excellence Binding, might get you out of a Jiffy or something. Anything like that, right? Even a Planeswalker when it's hitting full capacity, a Chandra when it gets to 7, you could put it back to your opponent's hand instead of taking any damage. We have 4 Narset Parter of Veils, so obviously each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. So you're going to need to do your second draws on your opponent's turn because you'll be able to draw once on your opponent's turn and then once on your turn. So that is the best workaround for that if you're playing against it. And her Minds 2 ability. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them. Put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. So you're getting to draw basically a card. You shouldn't be whiffing because you should be looking for Teferis, Kyoras, Planar Cleansings, Finale of Revelation, right? Kyora, Behemoth Beckoner. Whenever a creature with 4 or greater power enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. And then her -1 ability is untap target permanent, and we're using this to untap our Lotus Field for huge mana advantage. We also have 4 God Eternal Kefnets, 4/5 flying for 4, and you may reveal the first card you draw each turn as you draw it. When you reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, copy that card, and you may cast the copy. That copy costs 2 less to cast, which is absolutely bonkers if you ask me. And then when Kefnet dies or is put into exile, you may choose to put it 3rd from the top in your library. And we've also incorporated the Cavalier of Gales. Now this is a little expensive, costing 5, 3 islands, but we should have it by the time we get there, especially with the Lotus Field. This is a 5/5 flyer, and when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order, and then when it dies, shuffle it into your library and scry 2. So this is going to make it so we can't get milled, which is great for the most part, unless it gets countered, which is unfortunate. Planar Cleansing, destroy all non-land permanents, which is just a cool wipe because your land will survive, and you're going to take that initial time to ramp more value out of your lands than your opponent has, because if he has any mana ramp creatures, they're gone with the wipe, right? And then we're moving on to Nezhal Primal Tide. Can't be countered, you have no maximum hand size, and whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card, discard 3 cards, exile it, return it tapped to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So if someone's going to play, say, an exile effect on this, we're just going to discard 3 cards from our hand, exile it ourselves, the spell fizzles, and then it comes back to the battlefield. Finale of Revelation. Now, this you could run 4 of these, but I wanted a little bit more power rather than just drawing infinite cards and having, you know, unlimited power. I like to get the kills in a little earlier rather than just relying on Kefnet, right, and Primal Tide. So we're drawing X cards here. If X is 10 or more, instead shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw X cards, untap up to 5 lands. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, and then you exile Finale of Revelations. So this really does just throw the whole game upside down. You have absolute hand advantage. You're going to have brought backs, so if he's removing anything, that's just right back to the field, right? Absolutely disgusting. Not to mention all of the planar cleansings you'll have as well. We've also put in a couple mobilized districts, so this will add a little bit more aggro, right? We can pay 4, and it becomes a 3/3 creature with vigilance until end of turn. It's still a land, and this ability costs 1 less to cast for each activated, to activate for each legendary creature or planeswalker you control. So when we have the Kyoras, the Teferis, the Narsets, this is going to be basically free for us to cast or to use. Which doesn't really matter because we have so much mana with this deck anyways. So quick reminder, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All our subscribers are entered in to win 500,000. That's right, 500,000 in gems. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go and check out my first gem giveaway video to familiarize yourself with that. And also, if you see your name up on this list still, join our Discord down below. Get a hold of me and we'll get you these gems. These names are for our last gem giveaway winners, and we still have a few people who haven't reached out to me to claim their prizes yet. With that being said, actually, I think that's it. I'd like to wrap into it. We'll get to today's footage. We had a couple of really fun matches, and we will see you all tomorrow with a draft. Let's see if we can get some huge mana and hand advantage on our opponents, not to mention creature advantage. Our opponent has no hope. We have 2 brought backs, no Lotus, but we do have a Kyora. It's a little bit risky. I think we're going to mulligan. So again, no Lotus, 2 brought backs. I feel like it's the same hand, just... Now we've lost a card. So we're going to keep it, and we'll play our island first. We were able to do some pretty cool things with this deck yesterday while we were testing. I've made a couple changes to the original deck list. We were running 4 Finale of Promise, I believe, and we are down to 2. Here is our Lotus field. That is ideal. We can drop our Kyora and then double tap this for our 2 planes. Let's just continue here. Sit for a turn.
I defy gods, defying you.
So we're gonna get a nice ramp here. Oh well, we don't even have to really. So we can play this, and now let's leave this dual land up, and oh no, cancel. Sorry, we want to play. Oh, nothing. We screwed that up. Let's make this into a creature so we can at least use that mana and get an attack in, so it wasn't a complete waste. Instead of tapping with Kyora, we got excited and just played the secondary planes. So at this point, we're in a little bit of a tricky situation, I suppose. So we're sacking these tap lands. And then we go as far as untapping that and using our brought back. Grabbing a couple more goodies. Nothing else to grab, unfortunately. And that's that. We have access to a planar cleansing next turn. But we're in a rough looking position here. Search this route. Search your library for 2 basic land cards and or gate cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. So he's obviously grabbing those gates. Trample Vigilance, and he's taking out our Kyora, which I do not even mind. So we've just avoided a lot of damage there. To be honest, I don't think I have much of a choice, so let's just wipe the field. Maybe he's got a bunch more land in his hand. Yeah. Scry 4, then draw 2 cards. That's not the worst for us, right? I've been watching, what is it? The Stand. Stephen Hawking's The Stand. I'm on the first disc. A little bit into it. All right, so another planar cleansing. Had not much to really use it on.
Why do I love krakens?
I guess it's pretty lucky of us to have snagged it. I guess we could attack with our mobilized district for the very least, which isn't so bad. We can end turn there. Another Searcher's Route, so he's really pushing on Field of the Dead, which is really fine for us. He's only got 1 copy. We need to hold on and avoid Escape Shift, obviously. We can deal with 1. He's got 4 cards in his hand, so not to mention Gatebreaker rounds, which we have no choice but to deal with. So now we're in the wide open against Escape Shift, which sucks. I guess I could have grabbed my Kyora back with my Rod back. Huh, he's taken one of my lands. Luckily, he can't take my Lotus Field. But he does take my mobilized district, which sucks. And more growth spirals. Well, I mean, a Narset's not bad. I like to play that. Life, I get to do some drawing.
Prepare.
Let's take a Canal of Revelation. Screw it. It would be nice to have a Kyora. Could ramp our mana. Exelon's Binding. That sucks.
You are a mighty warrior. I concede.
It would be better if he had killed it, then I could bring it back, but more growth spirals. Must be his 4th in all honesty. Let's just get this out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do get another Lotus Field, which is great. And we have not played land this turn. So let's just get a regular land out. And then next turn, we can do Brought Back for a second Lotus field. Still a little bit behind the times here. I guess with our mobilized district, he can hit us pretty hard for 7. Oh no, only 5. Ah, Teferi, that's always fun. So let's tap these in here. Throw Lotus field out. Can resolve and sacrifice these 2 bad boys. Toss out brought back. Bringing back these 2 lands. Become tapped anyway, so we don't have much of a choice there. And I am going to Teferi bounce his Exelon's Binding. Bring back my Narset.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Which is great. Puts her back to 5.
Nothing.
And I do grab a Kyora, which is just absolutely groovy in my opinion. Stacking these planeswalkers up, spreading. Threat.
Krakens,
Draw in with our
octopuses,
Narset.
serpents.
Keep an
I
open
love
mind.
them all.
Sure, we'll take another Narset. And yeah, let's hold it there. Next turn, we're going to throw out our Primal Tide. No Scape Shift yet, so we're still safe there. It's going to kill our Teferi. Oh, if I could have used
Suppose
Kyora
that's
to bring
how it was
back my
meant to happen.
Teferi. Nice. Oops. Nice.
I feel like
Oops.
fighting anyway.
What do you do there, kids? Oh, a second binding. That's incredible, isn't
I
it?
was not prepared for this.
He really should have taken my Teferi, because I can't play Narset now. I have 2 of them. Which is pretty funny. Passing our turn. Nezhal, Primal Tide, can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, I draw a card. And discard 3 cards, return it to its battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of your next end step. So if he were to somehow kill it, I could just exile it. Instant speed, and return it back. Which is a great counter, actually, to Agent of Treachery. Believe it or not. All right. My turn. Groovy. So Kepnet's pretty groovy as well. We have flying here, 4/5. Whenever we draw a card, we can make a copy of it and cast that, which is great. We're gonna hold off here. A way to get rid of this Exelon's Binding would be ideal. Another Teferi, which, I mean, only bounces it, so it's not that good, but... taking a little bit of damage here, but There's worse things. Really? Actually, cancel, resolve. Decline. Here's my brought back, and I'll take my Kefnet and my Primal Tide again. Yeah, okie dokie. So that's fun. Just wasted his Gates Ablaze. My turn. Yeah, we actually are going to reveal that, and we will cast that. Actually, cancel. We're going to cast this on our... There's that. Drawing.
Just the trick for this.
It's a finale of Revelation. We love that. Let's play our land. Let's get our Kyora back as well. And now we can definitely tap this and untap it. So that's
One
3,
drop ripples and grows.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's cast this for 10, which is so much fun. Now of Revelation. No maximum hand size for the rest of the game. We're untapping 5 lands. 2 of them are the Field of Lotus, Mobilized District, Planetary Beacon, and Glacial Fortress. Sure. And from here we have a lot of wiggle room. Teferi is fun. There's so much stuff we can do, it's not even funny. Yeah, let's just continue. Just spread everything a boot.
If you show
Right,
remorse,
why not?
I'll show
We have
respect.
complete control and definitely won this
I have a
game
plan.
via brought back, which is great. Yeah, let's just smash them. Yeah. We've literally so much available to us that we don't even need to. I'm going to sort my hand here. Make it a little easier to see for everyone. So much land, so many Narsets. One Teferi, more land. Jeez Louise. Kyora brought back in a planar cleansing. There we go. So next one's Binding, which is alright. I guess we can reveal that, and we're not going to cast it. Resolve. Who does he take? So we can just go like this, which is great. Discarding 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So this leaves the battlefield, and it comes back at the end of my step, and his Excellence Binding has been useless. Nice. Hello, good game. Second Binding. He's going to throw that down on my Kefnet, which is fine. We're going to take action here, put it back in the deck. I could have brought it back again, actually. But if I didn't, he would subject. Anywho, we're going to try to incorporate an interview with someone who is in the Magic the Gathering arena environment. Whether it be a like mythic ranked player or another creator such as myself. Just someone involved in the community. We're going to ask a whole bunch of fun questions. We're going to get to know a little bit more about them and hopefully learn a little bit more ourselves along the way, right? So they're going to tell us about some strategies, some experiences, a little bit about them, their goals and ambitions, how we can help support them, etc., etc., etc. I need, sadly, another land or another plains. Frankly, that's a little aggressive, and that's not what we need either. So let's continue just to get this out of the way. I can't continue just to have 2 lands, so we need to do this without brought back. I mean, I realize we have it, but we'll use it later. Okay, we get another land as well, which is great. And let's just do the old fairy bounce.
Trust me.
Continue
You'll
this
thank me
chain
later.
of thought. Just totally stunning our opponent so they can't do anything. And let's keep dashing. Aurelia. Oh, what a trickster. Yeah. No haste, which is great. Could be worse.
No,
Pop
I
our
am not
fairy
making this
up,
as
and
I
let's
go.
throw a Kefnet out for good time's sake. So we're in deep need of planar cleansing, I'm gonna be honest here. This is getting pretty aggressive, if I'm being honest. We're gonna knock out the Skynet Legionnaire, obviously.
We will meet
Fairy
again.
dies. That was basically unstoppable. Anyways, though. Let's see, I think they'll drop, which is fine. Another brought back. Ugh. Gross. Here's a Narset. Let's just draw.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Hone your prowess.
Okay, so here's our planar cleansing. That should save the day. I need another land, though, unfortunately. Our opponent's definitely taking his time. It's pretty late here, and I'm just watching a stand by Stephen King. If I'm seemingly distracted, it's because I am. Our opponent must be distracted somehow too. I mean, it's nice because we could kill his Krinko. It's just the Aurelia that really is putting it to us. I mean, it's kind of weird. Obviously, I'm going to kill Krinko. Right? Very cool, but nonetheless, get out of town. Alright, so he buffed his Krinko way up. A little late though, he could have gained however many more tokens, silly guy. Yeah, we'll take action here.
This was
And we lose our
overwhelming.
Narset. Shoot, that's no land. Alright, another Narset. Let's get that life, boy.
If you wish to surrender
Could
now,
brought back.
I understand. Put thoughtfulness before
Oh, we
action.
would have drawn a land. We're such dummies. Definitely need to draw a land or we're screwed-y-dootied. Yeah. Krinko goes up to 4/5. 4 tokens added, 7 total. Plus the mentor, woof. So he's only 5/6. We can save face a little bit. We'll actually stop Krinko. May as well. Come on, there it is. Absolutely beautiful. We could have done a Narset draw first, that's our bad. We just got all excited.
I was not prepared for this.
He knew we had that though, so fine, so he's holding a couple creatures in his hand. Which is alright, we don't much mind. That's a nice blocker. I guess it becomes a question of what does he have in his hand? He doesn't want to lose his Legion War Boss, which I find interesting. So we're taking quite a bit of damage here, unfortunately. 7 damage, in fact. Leaves us with 6, which is fleeting. So let's just discard this. 3 brought backs is pretty funny. So we're able to cancel that damage. It just fizzles. And then Nezhai will come back, which it just did. And this makes me very sad, but unfortunately, we have no choice. Ah, flying taste right there. 2 Narcissist is not so bad. We gain a life, which is great.
I have practiced against many foes like you. Keep an open mind.
Another planar cleansing. Interesting. Interesting. We're gonna toss out the land and start going to town. Taking a little bit of damage is what it is. Teferi will be quite nice here. I like that.
I know my responsibility.
I have just the trick for this.
This is actually quite nice as well. Let's bounce you to your hand for a draw.
I've got
myself. Another land is acceptable. And let's do this Kyra out. I mean, she doesn't do so much right now.
Bet you've never been hugged by a kraken before.
Untapping Lotus
Nature
field.
flows with vigor.
And we're gonna double up on our Narsets here.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. Meditate
I'll whiff.
and prepare.
In our turn. I mean, we could wipe the field again if we needed. We're pretty low on health. We're gonna try just keep pulling planeswalkers and planetary beacons, right? And he strikes our Teferi. Interesting. I do not have a problem with that.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Let's do a Narset draw.
Hone your prowess.
Finale of Revelation, that's the one. So we're tapping that, using our Kyora to untap it.
The ocean
And then
surges,
let's cast
life thrives.
this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That makes me sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can only cast it for 9. So we only want to cast it for actually 5 then. So we have 2 cards and we'll have to discard. So let's trim it back a little bit. now hopefully we can still play some of this shenanigans. Right? We can play... I need a white land. And a blue, I suppose. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the Lotus field. And let's resolve this. Taking 2 of these tapped lands. Well, yeah, we won't take tapped lands. We need to save our planetary beacon. Don't think it'll let me do that. No, cancel. We screwed up on our land sacrifice. But that is okay, because we can play our Kyora on top of our other, on tap a Lotus. We'll do it anyways.
Dive right into battle.
So we did save ourselves here. Now I'm trying to use her ability, but my computers are so slow. I'm not sure why that is. I should probably close my Adobe products.
I love to make a
And now we're
splash.
able to use brought back. I'm truly trying my best, friend. Bringing back these lands. There we go. Next, it's your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if our Kyora stays. Pretty long matches with this deck, in all honesty. I don't know if it's just the deck or our opponent's speed. I know we're not going very fast either, actually. Doesn't it give us our time? I thought it gave us our playtime here. Alright, so we see a Legion Guild Mage hit the field, which is pretty cool because he can deal damage to each opponent pretty aggressively. We want to tap this for blue. Use this bad boy. Untap that.
One drop ripples
And
and
we're-
grows.
Maybe gonna wipe the field. Because we don't have anything else to deal with this. Right? This castle
won't
playing our
forget us.
cleansing.
Slip away.
And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have enough. Here comes our Kefnet. And we can play with the Teferi as well, in all honesty.
This isn't a fight you can win.
We're going to plus him for now.
Let's try this.
And that can be our turn. We do have access, obviously, because we plus Teferi to our Finale of Revelation. But we really want to get that full 10x draw. Right, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we could get it with the land we have now. Next turn. Our opponent's just got a full graveyard from our wipes, which is always great. Let's see what these last 2 cards of his are. That's it. So we didn't get a chance to cast our Revelation, but we did make use of our Lotus, and we definitely out-mana paced our opponents, and I think we utilized the available mana a little more. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all tomorrow with Draft Day.